What's up, guys, and welcome to another BullRush live stream. Today is June 27th, and I just want to welcome all 113,658 amazing BullRush players on the BullRush dashboard. It is a beautiful Friday. We've had a great week. We've seen a lot of volatility this excuse me, we've seen a lot of volatility this week in the markets, and we got a great show for you today. We're going to cover some really cool Forex news. Unfortunately, some very important but not so good crypto news. It was a not a good week in crypto this week. We did see some good surges, but of course, as anybody who's watching the market, we saw some tiebacks and some drawbacks here, with everything kind of correcting at the end of the week. What's up, CHF King? How are you doing this morning? My chat now works, so I can see your guys' chats as they come in. So we are back in business, baby. The last 2 weeks we've been having issues, and I finally figured out, and I was able to fix it. So make sure you go in the chat. I'm viewing the chat. I got it right there, right outside of the camera. And yep, of course, with sports, nothing too crazy happening this week, but we do have some updates on sports and some major sports news, especially out of India, who just created a new rugby Premier League. So we'll cover all of that news and more. Plus, we have a brand new huge deal that hundreds of people have already been taking advantage of. And of course, you're never going to see this deal again, which I'll mention here in a moment. And a brand new competition, which I'll tell you what, I think it's one of the most exciting competitions we have ever put out. All that and more in today's BullRush live show. But before we get started more, let's go to a quick commercial break. Actually, let's do the commercial break. I don't want to do you guys like that right as soon as we get on the live stream. Good morning, Master Terrace Ford Best. How are you doing, my brother? Sure, we can cover, I see your projection you have on DXY. We can cover that. Anybody who is not in our Discord yet, you missed a huge giveaway that we did last week, and we're doing giveaways every week in there, and we'll do a giveaway this week most likely, and probably next week. But we're going to be doing these giveaways in the Discord randomly. So if you're not in the Discord and you like free stuff, which last time I checked, everybody likes free stuff, make sure you hop in our Discord, because that's the place where you're going to get that free stuff. And on top of that, we have some amazing traders in there, a lot of like-minded traders like Master Terrace Ford Best, who, I mean, he pretty much, I don't even know if he takes weekends off. I think he's putting analysis in there on the weekends, but he does some very good fundamental and technical analysis in our Discord. And yes, I'm glad you had a nice arepa this morning. I did not. I have not eaten anything for breakfast. I just had a little espresso. So just coffee, running off coffee this morning. I woke up a little bit late, but I had to make it over here for you guys to make sure we have this amazing show today. So first off, before we get going, and I'm going to mention this deal again at the end as well, I just want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to take advantage of our biggest deal on prop accounts to date. We're running right now. Drum roll. Oh, and look, talking about prop, before I show you the deal, CHF King is 4% up in his prop firm challenge. So you just got to get 10% in each 10%, I think it's in level 1, 5% in level 2. So if he's in level 2, which I believe you said last time you were in level 2, you just have to hit 5%, and then you're in level 3. Level 3 is a B book, just like every other prop firm where you're not actually in the market. But you do get a payout on demand, and then once you hit your 10% mark on that, you're automatically moved over to your A-book funded account, or level 4, where there is no profit target. You're a real trader in the real market. Just make some profit, and anytime you make profit, you got payouts on demand. Nothing better than that. Only thing better than that is maybe a nice warmer arepa in the morning with Master Terrace Ford Best. So this deal, without further ado, I'm gonna go over it now, and I'll go over it at the end before we do a giveaway. But right here, whoop, didn't come up. Boom. So right now, all of our 5K prop challenges, Match Trader and C Trader are going to be $15. I believe Match Trader is $15. There's a 66% discount. So with the discount, Match Trader was, I think, $45 before, and then the C Trader was $50. Now it is $15 for the Match Trader one, and then don't quote me, but I believe it's just around $17 for the C Trader one. So I mean, that's a huge, huge discount. If you're a little bit hesitant, you don't know about the A-Book prop firm, which is the only way to go with a prop firm. If not, you might as well go to the casino, because that's what every other prop firm is. Hop in here, purchase a $15 challenge. It's 3 cups of coffee, man. For the price of 3 cups of coffee, you could have $15 or $5,000 worth of funding. If you play your cards right. I mean, this is what it is. Check out all of our rules at prop.bullrush.com, and yep, we can go over a little bit more of that later, but use code 100K. This deal is only available for 1 more month until July 31st. So use code 100K on BullRush. Let me just confirm that that's the website before I give you guys the wrong so if you ever wonder how to get there and purchase a prop, if you don't have a direct link either, I'll show you guys right here. So just go to our website, bullrush.com, go over here to trading, go into the drop down, click prop trading. Right here, you'll see our prop landing page. So the website is bullrush.com/prop-trading/. And you can either start trading now and purchase a prop account, or if you want to learn more and learn all about it, you can read all about it here. So 5K, like I said, level 1 is a 10% profit target with a, here you go, 7%, 7% trailing drawdown. Level 2 is 5% with a 7% trailing drawdown. Level 3 is 10% with a 7% trailing drawdown. And then the level 4, as you all know, is an A-Book funded account, which has a 7% static drawdown and has no profit target. You can just, withdraw whenever your heart pleases. Let's go. Level 1. You got it, CHF King. I can't wait to see you be a book trader, and we're going to, you know what? If you become an A-Book trader, I'll do a little interview with you, CHF King. So we'll get you on the show. I'd love to get you on the show if you're if first person that of our live stream fans. This is a new deal. Let's do a new deal. We've had some other people become A-Booked, but nobody that I've seen in our chat, in the live chat. So this is a deal I'll make with anybody watching right here. We got about 20 people watching across all channels here. You 20 people, because you guys are watching this. You guys are the only ones who know about it. First person to get A-Booked, right? Just get the account. You don't even have to get a payout there. Just to get to level 4. First person in this live stream to get to level 4. I might have another extra little prize for you, and I'll bring you on the show here, and you can get a little bit of clout, little bragging rights, and we'll talk. We'll have a little conversation on our show. So, yep, CHF King, if that's you, I'll be keeping an eye out. I'll remember these usernames, and just hit me up in the DM and say that, hey, I heard Davin said in the live stream, first person that gets A-Booked gets to come on the show, and I'm A-Booked. So that's all you gotta tell me in the chat, because again, only people that know about this are the people watching right now. So that's number 1. We also have our brand new Profit Rush competition, which I'll break down for you right here. No one won it last week. What's up, Mafundo Nagumbane? How you doing, brother? Good to see you in the chat. So let's break down our new Profit Rush competition. Let's hop in here real quick. Ew, I'm a little short. I'm not that short, guys. Don't judge me. Let me just the camera here. All right, nice. Now I look a little taller. Let's see. Where were we? Right here. Boom. So a brand new competition that I'm psyched about. I think it's one of the best competitions we've done yet. Is going to be our Profit Rush competition right here. So you can see it's $5 or 500 credits to register, and right now the prize pool is $31.40. Sorry, what am I saying? $31. $314 is what the prize pool is. $314, and guess what? With this one, the first person to reach 25% profit the fastest. So that's why you see total trading time. So, Fens here, for example, could hit 25% profit target in 23 hours and 9 minutes. But if over here Lamitz hits a 25% profit target before the end of today, and let's say his total time is 20 hours, even though this guy hit it first, he hit it in a faster time. So he's going to be able to win that full $314. Now, a really cool thing about this is we started out at $200 or $250, I think, and then every person that enters after that, $4 gets added to the prize pool. So you can see we're already up to $314 because so many people have entered. And the best part about this, because last week nobody won it and it got carried over to this week. This week, if nobody wins it by 5 p.m. today, which is in, as you can see up here, 8 hours and 14 minutes. So if nobody hits 25% profit target in the next 8 hours and 14 minutes, 13 minutes now, then it'll just carry over to the next week. So that 314 is just going to move over to the next week. And then, obviously more people are going to join because everybody wants that 314. That prize pool is just going to go up. And if I had to guess, that prize pool next week, if nobody wins it this week, that prize pool next week is going to be closer to like $400 or $500. And guess what? First place wins it. So what other competition can you win, over $400 or $500 with just a $5 entry fee? And right now, if somebody wins this week, $5 is going to turn into $314 for you. So I mean, this is crazy. Master Chairs for Bested, very happy about the achievement of moving up to level 2 in prop. Congratulations, Master Chairs for Best. Everything basically involves having patience as a weapon in the face of analysis, and then the fruits will come. My goals are already. Yes, very wise words from Master Chairs for Best at the end of the day with prop challenges. And, obviously I want you guys to get the BullRush prop challenge because we do have the best prop challenges out there. But if you make the mistake of buying another prop challenge, a B-Book prop challenge with one of these casino props, then the same applies. Patience. The biggest thing I see people do with these prop challenges and even these trading this is a perfect example here, this profit factor, because you should treat this like a prop challenge. You know what I mean? It is, you want to be fast, but you can see nobody's here at 25% yet, right? When you look at versus some of our competitions where you see people get a lot closer to 25%, the biggest thing is don't overthink it and just trade like you would normally trade. Trade smart, trade slow, take your time, think through everything. You can see here in this competition, this was just a week-long competition. We got 15%, so people can get there. I've definitely seen some people. Now, we do have tighter rules, so you can't gamble on our platform. You have to make real good trades. But, I've definitely seen people on here get over 25% returns. Here's 21%. This guy got real close. But, moral of the story is a really cool thing about this profit factor is, yes, it is a little bit of a tough goal to hit 25%, but that's the point. The point is as many people join as they can, and the more people that join, the higher the prize pool gets, and the bigger the payout is for that guy who gets that 25%. You think you can get 25%? Then spend the 500 credits or 5 promo credits and hop on in here and change your life potentially. I got one more small announcement, and then we can get into a little bit of news here. One thing before I forget here, I want to tell you guys, where are we at? Here you go. All right. Oh, whoop, I got too much stuff going on my screen now. One thing I wanted to tell you guys as well. Let's go. Master Chairs for Best, that applies to you too. We've already done an interview. Or not an interview, but you've hopped on our Instagram live stream. I remember when we were at that event, SBC in South Florida here. Had a great conversation with you. If you win, I would love to have you back on and have another conversation with you. Before we go into the news here, I do want to bring up one more thing here. We have a new update for you guys. So a credit update. As everybody knows, our credits are 100 credits. BullRush promo credits equals $1. Of course, you guys know we're always updating BullRush to be the most up to date and the most. We listen to your guys' feedback, and we've heard your feedback. A lot of people. It's not the end of the world, but a lot of people get a little confused with the 1 to 100 credit ratio. So we are updating it. For example, up here, I said earlier, it's $5 to enter this competition. You look at this, you see 500 credits. Some people, when you're new to the platform, you might not know, oh, 500 is $500. Is what? Is this $31,000 prize pool? We are changing to a 1 to 1 ratio on July 5th. So July 5th of 2025, which is not this Friday, but the following Friday. Sorry, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, we're switching to a 1 to 1 credit to USD ratio. So no more having to do the math in your head. 31,000 credit prize pool equals $310. No, now it's just going to be 310 credits, which equals to $310. Very simple update. Everything is just going 1 to 1, so there's no more confusion there. And that'll be happening July 5th. You'll automatically see your credits in your account update to this. So I don't have any credits in this account, but if I had 1,000 credits, that would automatically update to $100. Sorry, $10. That would automatically update to $10. So 1,000 credits will automatically update to $10. So up here, if you have if it says 1,000, just be aware, drop 2 decimal points, drop 2 zeros. If you have 10,000, just be aware that 10,000 is just going to drop down to 100. You still have the same amount. We just changed the ratio of credits to US dollars. How are you guys doing? You guys still alive in the chat? Should we let's go over some Forex news real quick, and then we'll hop back in the dashboard here. Of course, we got some more tournaments and competitions I want to talk about, and we'll check out some live competitions, how people are doing. We'll look at some charts, and we'll dive real deep into all that good stuff. But first, let's just go over some of the Forex news that I have for us today here. Wait, I got too many papers. Let's go over some of the Forex news that I have for us today, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of some more of the dashboard stuff. Of course, if you have questions, comments, you want to say I'm ugly, anything like that during this, make sure you say it in the live stream. I'm here to answer all of your questions or take any hate you have. So first up in Forex, the dollar has plunged to its lowest level in more than 3 years. Sorry, like I said, I woke up late. Don't have the pictures up here for you guys. If you want, I can show you pictures that are completely unrelated, but just look at my beautiful face for now. And imagine you see a little dollar sign or some graphics, but we don't have the graphics today. But the dollar has plunged to its lowest level in more than 3 years, down nearly 10% year to date. Analysts are pointing to growing concerns over political interference in the U.S. monetary policy. Pressures from Washington on Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, our boy Powell, is raising fears for premature interest rate cuts, undermining confidence in the central bank's independence. Investors are now watching closely to see how this tension could impact global inflation and interest rate cuts. I'm sure our boy Master Terrace Ford Best is going to give us some great analysis on that news here today in the Discord. Also, it's not just the dollar feeling the heat. Over in Asia, the Japanese yen, normally a go-to safe haven during times of uncertainty, is showing rare vulnerability. The yen tumbled nearly 2.4% against the dollar this week, largely due to surging global oil prices. Japan, a major oil importer, is especially sensitive to rising energy costs, and this move reflects how commodity shocks can override even traditional safe haven appeal. But there's a deeper trend emerging in central bank strategy. According to a new Reuters survey, global reserve managers are accelerating their move away from the US dollar. Instead, they're turning to gold, and the euro, and even Chinese yuan to diversify their holdings. The shift underscores growing concerns over long-term dominance and geopolitical risks linked to U.S. policy. That's especially concerning for anybody in America who knows that my economics teacher would kill me right now, but I forgot the year when we switched from the gold standard to essentially what we have now, which is the oil or the dollar standard, where essentially all of the power behind the dollar before, if we go back 60, 70 years, I think it was 50 to 70 years ago, somewhere in that period, we switched from the gold standard where, let's say there's $1 trillion of U.S. currency in circulation. The U.S. The U.S. government has $1 trillion worth of gold in some sort of safe in a mountain, underground bunker, on the moon, wherever they store the stuff we don't want to see. They have the equivalent of how much money USD is in circulation in gold. Well, a few years ago, we were like, we need a little bit more money, and we don't have enough gold, and so let's switch it up. So what we did was we went over and we said, hey. We went over to Saudi Arabia and Iraq and Kuwait and Qatar, or Qatar, as you might say. And we said, look, you guys will buy your oil in US dollars. Have everybody else buy oil in US dollars. If everybody buys oil in US dollars, we're now in the new oil backed, we're the essentially the reserve currency of the world, which puts value behind the US dollar. Well, as we see with BRICS and we see with some other countries, like what I just said here with the central bank strategies of more global reserve managers, a lot of people are moving away from the US dollar and turning to gold, euro, and Chinese yuan, which is very concerning because, again, unless we find another backing for our US dollar, that is our backing. So that would be like if we were still in the gold reserve currency and gold was like deteriorating or like flying away, and we're like, hey man, every day we're getting less and less backing on our US dollar, but at the same time every day we're printing more and more US dollars, which means inflation is just skyrocketing. And if anybody knows, I think the statistic was like 70 or 80% of all US dollars in circulation right now were printed in the last like 4 years or something like that, which is bonkers. But so to recap, the dollar is weakening under political pressure, the yen is buckling under oil prices, and central banks around the world are rethinking their reliance on the greenback. Major implications for trade, inflation, and currency markets in the month ahead. So we're seeing a lot of instability, and it's very interesting to see where this all heads in the next few years, months, whatever. Let's see how we're doing here. I just realized I do not have my Twitter live chat up. All right. Now we do. Give me 30 seconds here. The re All right, we're back in action. So yeah, that's that on Forex. Very interesting. Unfortunately, today I do not have much good news in Forex and crypto. Sports, other hand, depending on who you like, and some good news there. But as far as Forex and crypto, not so good. So let's hop back in. There's another announcement I wanted to make, which will be live streaming next week, of course, which is our. Sorry. We're right here. Which is going to be our news. Oh, you don't see my screen. Which is going to be our News Squawk news trading event. Now, anybody who doesn't know, now you know. Our News Squawk, let's head over to News Squawk. New Squawk is the er, just give me one sec while I log in. I'm gonna log in real quick. New Squawk is one of the best. What am I saying? It is the best news source for traders around the world. Whether you trade forex, crypto, stocks. I think especially for stocks and forex and commodities, this is one of the best. Sorry. Hold up. Here you go. Headlines. This is one of the best news sites. I say it every time, and you're gonna see it next week when we do the new Squawk trading, because I'm gonna use this to get our non-farm payroll numbers. But they have the fastest news. They have some sort of wizards back there, AI algorithm wizards back there predicting it, because it's like the second the words come out of Jerome Powell's mouth of what the actual non-farm payroll numbers are in the speech, or the second, if it's ECB or any of the big major like federal world chairs or whatever you want to call them, anytime any essentially economic news comes out, they're on it within a few seconds. I use FX Factory before, and investing.com and some other websites, and those are, you get the news. If the news comes out at 8:30 and 15 seconds, it might come out at like 8:35, 8:33, 8:34, a few minutes after. If it comes out at 8:30 and 15 seconds, New Squawk has it at 8:30 and 20 seconds. They got 5 seconds. They're lightning fast. Lightning McQueen. Call them Lightning McQueen because they are lightning fast. So we have our sponsored competition, which we run once a month, which is our New Squawk non-farm payroll. This competition is 10 prizes, and if you don't remember are old, or you've never done any of our other news trading competitions, it's going to be a 1-hour competition starting at 8:30, actually 1 minute. It's technically 1 hour and 1 minute. It starts at 8:29 a.m. because of course everybody knows the news gets released at 8:30. So the competition starts at 8:29 a.m. So you have 1 minute to get your setups set up right before the news gets released. And we have 10 prizes that we're giving out for this competition. So the prizes, first place is going to get a 6-month subscription to New Squawk. Second and third is going to get a 3-month subscription. Fourth through 10th are all going to get 1-month subscriptions to New Squawk. Now, I don't know how much this costs. So New Squawk pricing, because let me see. Let's check out the pricing of New Squawk. Okay. Yeah, so I believe it's this one, which would be 349 pounds a month. So first place is gonna get 6 months. So do the math there. I mean that adds up a lot. So altogether we have how many months of pricing? Let's look at how many months we're giving away here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 months of price at 349 times 19. That's $6,631. $6,631 worth of prizes given away here for just a 1-hour trading competition. I mean, 4th through 10th place is by themselves is getting 350 pounds. So this is actually 6,300. I'm not British, so I don't know what this. Neil, if you're watching, give me the translation. 6,631 pounds to USD, whatever that is. It's a couple $1,000. So probably like 7,000 pounds, maybe around 7,000. I'm assuming 7,500 maybe. It's a lot of money, thousands of dollars, and it's a free competition to enter. So I know we hear a lot of people saying bring back more free competitions. Boom, this is a free competition, and you're going to get something that's of value. I mean, look, you could win money and you're going to go and spend that on something. You know, I mean, some of you might go buy prop accounts. I see a lot of people buy prop accounts when they win. But you know what? More than likely, with the day and age we live in, you're going to go buy a PlayStation game, you're going to go buy some food, you're going to get an expensive dinner. Here, you win, you get 6 months of better trading, you get 3 months for better trading in second and third place, and you get a month of amazing trading analytics, fundamental analysis from that. So little quick fundamental analysis from Master Terrace Ford Best. If you're not watching on YouTube, of course you can't see this, so I'll read it out for everybody watching on Twitch and Twitter. But this morning in fundamentals, US PCE data shows inflation in line with expectation, but income and consumption disappoint. The PCE index was in line with May's projection. The core index increased 0.2% monthly and 2.7% year over year, slightly exceeding the estimates. So we can see that, of course, here. Thank you, Master Terrace Ford Best, for that analysis, because boom, we got the numbers right here. So of course that came out at 8:30. I should have honestly been, that was my bad. I should have showed you guys how lightning quick this is. Oh, and it also gives you a countdown to the next event. So on here I can click on the next event. We see that this is going to happen in about 8 minutes here, and I guarantee you as soon as it comes out, it'll come out and we'll have all the information. Now let's go back here to what Mr. Here you go. Here we are. Well, he also said, however, private income and consumption indicators turned out negative. Personal income fell 0.4%. Consumption contracted 0.1%, both below forecasts. That is correct, as we can see here. Just look at it. I'll give you guys, right now, you guys you're getting a lot of value. You're getting 300 and freaking, what would I say, 340 pounds of value for free here. So take a look, take a little. It's a beautiful platform here. They have every country in here. You can go in here too and filter by the country, filter by importance, and of course filter by date if you want to go back and see something. If I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen in July 10th, like, you know, I can hit search and we can see everything that's going to be coming out on July 10th as far as news, and I can prepare for that if needed. So beautiful thing. You can also, hey, if you're like, man, I'm lazy, or I'm charting, I just want to listen to this, you can go in here and do multi-asset equities and just listen to it, and you can figure it out like that. So make sure you hop in that non-farm news squawk competition. Really quick, we're going to get into some crypto news. Everybody knows how much I love crypto news, but unfortunately today's is a little sad, womp womp, but it is news and it's important all the same. Before I get into it though, we just talked about news squawk and non-farm payroll. We have a crazy deal going on right now for our prop account. If anybody doesn't know, now you know. We recently launched our own prop firm, where we are the first real A-booked prop firm. I see somebody in the chat here asked, what is A-booking earlier? And I didn't answer it. Excuse me. Whew. Just drank that espresso. I think it's messing with my stomach. But somebody asked earlier, what is A-booked? So A-booked, if you know what a prop firm is, you know, a proprietary trading firm. Most other prop firms, I'm not going to name any names, but you can name them in the live stream if you want, in the chat if you want. Any of these major prop firms out here, 99.99%. Actually, I'm going to say all of them. I just say 99.99 because what if someone started a new one today and I didn't know about it? But all other prop firms out there are B-booked prop firms, which means you're trading on a demo account. You're trading on a demo account, right? So you're not trading on real money, you're trading paper money, right? Those prop firms, the only way they make money is by you buying the challenge and failing. They want you to fail because guess what? If you're profitable, you're trading on a paper account, right? So if you pass the challenge and you get funded, you're not actually funded. You're just trading on their paper account, and they hope that you don't become profitable and that you just bust your account, because guess what? If they if they if they if you become profitable, they have to pay you out from their profits, right? Because the only way they make money is by you buying challenges and failing them. If you become profitable, then that cuts into their profits, right? So that's why you see so many of these firms out there going down under, is because they're not leveraging, or they're not doing their risk right. They're marketing to actually good traders. I mean, the goal, if you look at the marketing plans for a lot of these prop firms, they're marketing to crappy traders. They want bad traders to get on their site, because then they want those people that are just buying challenges and being like, and then like they bust a challenge. With us, we're for the people. We're taking a completely different approach. Those other prop firms, if you think about it, it's essentially a casino, because you're not really trading in the market. They're never putting an actual trade into the market. You're trading with a casino that hopes that you lose, and if you don't lose, they fail. That's why you see these prop firms going under, is because way too many are getting people. When too many people, more people get payouts that are buying challenges, then the casino, I mean prop firm, is just losing money, and they're just paying people out, and then boom, next thing you know, the owners move to Dubai, or they move, to another country that has no extradition laws, or they can't get sued, and they just take everybody's money, and now next thing you know, you see them driving a Bugatti in Dubai or something like that, or Qatar or something like that. Us, we're for the people. Instead of like that, where it's you versus the prop firm, it's you and us versus the market. You think of it like a partnership. We're joining forces to fight the market and beat the market. So with us, once you get to level 4, you are a booked trader, which means we use our liquidity provider, which is Forex, which also anybody who says they're a booked, any prop firm that says they're a booked, publicly ask them to provide their liquidity provider. Ask them to say ask them who's your liquidity provider. If they can't tell you their liquidity provider, calling cap. I'm cap. They're lying. They're not A-booked. Any prop firm, I'll say it one more time, any prop firm that states or claims they are A-booked, if they cannot provide you the liquidity provider, they're lying. They're just scamming you. Scam, stay away, be scared, run, hide your kids, hide your wife, because they scamming everybody out here. So don't. A-booked, we put your trades into the market with our liquidity provider, Forex, and we're currently in the process of onboarding more people. So in short, regular B-book prop firms, every other prop firm out there, it's you versus the prop firm. Only one person can win. Either you win and the prop firm loses money, or the prop firm wins and you lose money. With us, we're teaming together to beat the market. When you make money, we make money. And that's why we can do on-demand payouts like we do. Because if you're in an A-booked funded account, and let's say you're in a $200,000 account, you just made 10%. So you just made $20,000, right? You're going to make $14,000. You're going to get 70%, right? You're going to get 70% of that, and we're going to get 25%. That's just how it works. So you're going to get $15,000, and we're going to get $5,000. And it's a split. It's a split. There's a reason we don't have 90% profit splits, because guess what? We're using our money and we're actually putting it to the market. It's not a casino. The reason these other B-book prop firms do a 90-10 profit split is because, again, like I said, you're not actually trading in the market. One, they're marketing to bad traders, so they're banking on more people, like tons of people failing those challenges, and they're just raking in money, right? And with us, like I said, it's in the market. We have our money in the market. It's our capital and your trading expertise. So at the end of the day, it's you and me versus the market with prop, BullRush prop, any other prop account. You're just gambling. Now, if you like to gamble, if you like to go play poker, you like to go play blackjack and roulette and stuff, by all means, go to those other prop firms. But when you don't get a payout, don't come running back and be like, David, I thought you told me it was a scam and I still bought it. Look, you could go with the scam firm or you could go with the real firm. It's BullRush all the way. And on that note, we're running a big deal just so you guys can experience the beauty of being A-booked and finally not just trading with a casino, trading with a real firm. And so we're going to offer 15, and also we're celebrating 100,000 users because we now have 100,000 users. So it's kind of a double whammy. We're trying to show you guys the amazingness of the BullRush prop firm, and how amazing it actually feels to be a real trader. You can be a gambling trader with every other prop firm, or you can be a real trader. And right now, with this new deal, with our 100K deal, you can get a 5K prop challenge for just $15. If it's match trade, it's a 66% discount. Usually match trader is 45 and C trader is $50. Now you can get match trader for $15, and I believe C trader is around $17 only with code 100K. That's 100K, and you're going to get that account for $15. I mean, there's nothing else that beats that. Like I said, you could spin your wheels and trade with a gambling casino, prop firm, scam firm. Oh, they need an interview. They need this, that, and the third. And then they're like, you broke this random rule that's somewhere in the zeitgeist that nobody reads, that's in the small print, or something that they just added in their terms and conditions, and boom, now you're denied your payout. All your thousands of dollars that you spent trying to get funded to waste, and then now your payout, you don't even get your payout, and now you're just left there in the hole. And that prop firm, they're having Mai Tais in Dubai right now. They just bought a new Ferrari off your money. For us, we reinvest everything. Two, like I said, you're trading in the market. There's literally zero reason why we would not pay you out if you're profitable. Because remember, if you're profitable, we're profitable. We're not losing money off of you getting a payout. We're making money, so you're making money. When you make money, we make money. But at the end of the day, you're making more money. You're getting 75%, we're getting 25%. It's a no-brainer. If you're ready to stop gambling and start trading and be a real trader, code 100K until July 31st and get that 5K prop account. Once you get your first 5K prop account, you can get a second one. Also, I'm running a special live stream deal. The first person that's watching in this live stream right now to get A-booked, just make it in the A-booked level 4, DM us and say, I was on the live stream and I am now A-booked, and send us your email, and I'll get you on this live stream, and we'll do a little mini interview, and you could just brag to the BullRush community. But without further ado, let's hop into crypto. I've been in my little, you get me in these prop firm rants, because like I said, that's something I truly care about, and I hate to see people get scammed. It's just, there's too much scamming in Forex and crypto and stocks. There's too much scamming in the world right now, and too many people are just spinning their wheels thinking they're getting something genuine, but they're not. And BullRush right now, and you know, I say this, unfortunately right now, BullRush is the only genuine prop firm out there. You know, it's the only company truly doing what we say we're doing. We're really A-booked, you know, and it's I say that unfortunately because I hope that more people follow our path and more people offer actual A-booking, and they move away from the casino prop firm model into the actual sustainable real trader prop firm model, which BullRush is paving the way in this industry for. And everybody in here buying a prop firm account with BullRush is making history. They're making history. We haven't had any giant payouts yet, so would you not want to be the first trader to get like a $10,000 payout on a prop challenge, or $100,000 payout on an A-booked prop firm? I'll stop my rant here. Let's get into some news here. But the crypto industry spends big in Washington, so the crypto lobby is making its voice heard louder than ever. This year alone, the U.S. crypto industry has spent over $100 million lobbying lawmakers, primarily around the Genius Stablecoin Act, with sweeping regulatory reforms. With tension rising around the SEC's oversight, the industry is pushing for clearer and more friendly legislation, and it's putting its money where its mouth is. Starting to get hiccups, sorry. Which that is good news. Now we'll get into the not so good news, fairly unfortunate news. So Bitcoin falls below 100K. Oh my God, it's the end of Bitcoin. We're hearing it again. Meanwhile, the crypto markets cooled off this week. Bitcoin dropped roughly 4%, falling to 99,237, and Ether slid to 8.5%, trading near 2,199. Analysts point to profit taking after strong May gains, suggesting this may just be a healthy correction rather than a large reversal. Agreed. Healthy correction, and we're going to see this all along the way. I just saw somebody say we're going to hear this 10 years from now. They're going to be like, damn, or not even 10 years. I think the tweet said like 5 years from now we're going to hear thousands of people saying, man, I wish I bought Bitcoin at 100K. And I think Michael Saylor just said that he thinks it could 10x this year. And I just saw another analysis. Well, we'll get into XRP in a little bit because it's a little sad news on XRP. But yes, it could just be a healthy correction rather than a larger reversal because we did see some big gains in May. So my baby, Ripple. I love talking about Ripple. Everybody knows my two favorite here are Bitcoin and Ripple, but Ripple settlement is rejected by the judge. So in a major legal twist, a federal judge has rejected a proposed $50 million settlement between Ripple and the SEC, citing a need for permanent injunction to prevent future securities violation. This decision keeps the high-stakes XRP regulatory saga alive, with ripple effects, pun intended, ripple effects, get it, throughout the crypto sector. If nobody knows, a few years ago, I think it was 2023, Ripple got a lawsuit from the SEC for, I think it was like $150 million worth of securities sold, but they didn't actually align with the regulations of a security. So they were sold as a security, but they weren't considered a security to the SEC. So there was a big lawsuit, and the SEC and the Ripple, right, agreed to a $50 million, right, was it 50? Yeah, $50 million settlement, but the judge was like, nah, fam. They're like, nope, we need to show that there's some permanent injunction to prevent future securities violations like this, which I guess they didn't do. And you know, the SEC right now, like the first story we just talked about, over $100 million in lobbying alone. I'm sure a good amount of that went to the SEC, which is why a lot of these lawsuits that we're seeing here in the crypto industry have just been dropping off the face of the earth. In other news, the Bybit hack is tied to North Korea, which is very interesting. So if anybody remembers, a while ago, security is once again in the spotlight after a jaw-dropping revelation. North Korea has reportedly been linked to the $1.5 billion hack of the Bybit crypto exchange. The Financial Action Task Force, or FATF, renewed its warnings, urging governments to tighten global crypto crime oversight, and the hack has affected thousands of users and further fuels concern over nation-state cyber threats. Take it how you want. Very, very interesting. Let's all head over to Premier League levels. Since joining Inter Miami, Messi has not only packed stadiums, but now appears to be lifting broadcast ratings as well. According to Reuters, the tournament's reach in the U.S. is expanding dramatically, thanks to no small part of Messi's magnetic appeal. I believe some of the games that Messi has played in, or Inter Miami has played in the FIFA Club World Cup, has matched Premier League ratings as well. So that's very interesting. We have Inter Miami ratings matching ratings in the Premier League. So that's very interesting. From the pitch to the court, another rivalry is heating up in the world of tennis. Coco Gauff and Ariana Sabalenka are set for another clash, this time on grass. Ahead of Wimbledon, Gauff, the reigning U.S. Open champ, is chasing momentum against world number one Sabalenka, who's eyeing grass court dominance. Their upcoming match is more than just a warm-up. It's a chance to set the tone for what's shaping up to be a thrilling Wimbledon. Next, we'll shift over to the Diamond, where Texas Ranger ace Jacob deGrom came tantalizingly close to history. DeGrom held the Orioles hitless into the 8th inning before giving up a single. But his 8-inning shutout performance still led the Rangers to a dominant win. It's another stellar outing from one of baseball's most electrifying arms. Who knows, making the strong case for another all-star nod. And then finally, India is breaking new ground in the world of rugby. The country has launched its first ever Rugby Premier League, a 7-based tournament designed to popularize the sport ahead of future Olympic bids. The league features 6 teams blending domestic stars with international veterans in a bid to revitalize rugby's presence across the subcontinent. And that's what we have for the news today. Let's hit a real quick commercial just because.
Welcome to BullRush Trading Competitions, where the thrill of trading meets the excitement of competitions. Are you ready to win big cash prizes? Well, come compete with BullRush, where you have the ability on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis to win real cash prizes. At BullRush, we believe that trading competitions should be challenging and rewarding at the same time. You'll join an elite group of traders from around the world as you compete for cash prizes in these daily, weekly, and month-long competitions. We look forward to seeing you there. At BullRush, there's a competition for every skill set as well as every style of trading. We have day trader competitions where you can test your scalping strategies. We have weekly and month-long competitions where you can go and test your swing trading and position holding competitions. We even have news trading competitions where you can test your skills during news events to see if you are a good trader. Additionally, we have multi-round competitions and tournaments where it's a multi-stage where traders get divided into groups and they progress through the different groups until ultimately a champion is crowned in the final round. These last anywhere from 2 rounds to 12-round durations. With BullRush, you're not just joining a trading competition, you're joining a community. We foster a great competitive environment through our Discord channels, through our YouTube videos, and even through live chat features within the dashboard. And don't just trade once. Our unique XP score system allows you to grow at your own pace through our unique tracking mechanism, where you earn points for anything you do in the system, from logging in to answering daily trivia to competing in competitions. Of course, if you win the competitions, you get more XP and you grow as a trader throughout that process. So are you ready to take your trading to the next level with BullRush? Click the link to join now and start winning cash prizes.
It's been a great show, guys. I have my pet here, our golden bull. I forgot to mention, I will be there, the whole BullRush team will be at the London Prop Trading Expo. If you don't know, check out our Instagram or our Twitter. A few days ago, I'm sure we'll post about it as we get closer, but it's going to be in September, end of September. I believe it's like the last weekend of September or second to last weekend of September. It's the 20-something, whatever the weekend is of the 20-something. We're going to be in London for the London Prop Trading Expo. This is probably going to be one of the biggest events we're doing this year, just because we have a full stage there. We'll be giving away huge cash and just prizes in general, cash and other prizes, gifts. Who knows, maybe we'll give away a live bull. We never know. But I will be there. We'll have our own BullRush live stage. We'll be doing podcasts, interviews. We'll be doing a huge trading competition throughout the show, where we're giving away a huge prize at the end. We'll be doing some live trivia competitions for the people who are there in attendance and giving away prizes there. There's going to be tons of prizes. Who knows? We'll have traders up there. We'll be doing interviews. We'll be doing live interviews. We'll be doing fireside chats with Trent, our CEO, and some other people on the team. We'll be doing Q&As. We have tons of amazing things planned for this show, and like I said, we have our own stage. Nobody else will be using this stage except for BullRush shows and events throughout the entire expo. So make sure you check out the London Prop Trading Expo. It's on our Instagram. Just scroll down a little bit and we'll post it again. I'll make sure I post it on the story. So I'll post it on the story today, right after this. But make sure you go to Instagram, check out our London Prop Trading Expo post, and then go on there and comment. I believe it's comment London, and we'll send you the link to go purchase tickets. They're very cheap right now. It's the cheapest price you're going to get them. and of course you can meet the whole team there. Like I said, we're gonna have some really, really great traders. Should I give you guys a little hint? I mean, I guess I can give you a hint. I already know two people that are going to be there, Rajan Dahl and William Davies. Of course, I'm going to be there. Trent will be there, our CEO, and maybe some other people. Who knows? Jason said, maybe we'll have some other people, some other characters, some other traders that you've seen previously on BullRush. And like I said, many, many prizes to come. Use code DEPOSIT100 or aim a promo for a 100% deposit bonus on BullRush.tech. Also, you make sure you use code 100K right here to get a make sure you use code 100K right here to get a $15 prop 5K prop challenge, and of course hop into this profit rush competition. You only got 7 hours and 28 minutes to get 25% returns. If you do, you win $314. If you don't and nobody does, that $314 moves on to next week and only grows bigger. So make sure you hop in there, make sure you get signed up, and let's get this bread, guys. Don't forget to compete, trade, rest this weekend. Oh, and I almost forgot. If you don't want to rest this weekend, you don't want to just hang out, hop in our weekend crypto competition. It is free to enter, completely free to enter. 100% free to enter. It runs from 5 p.m. today on Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, to Sunday at 5 p.m. It is, it's the only thing you can trade. If you want to just practice some strategy, have some fun, and potentially win something, hop in that competition. As always, I've had a great Friday. I've had a great live stream. I hope you guys did too. Thank you for all the comments and the chats in the live stream. I always love seeing you guys pop up. Master Chairs, Ford Best, and CHF King. Nice to see you guys again. You guys are the ones that come back week after week, and I remember the people that come back week after week. So if I don't, or if you're watching this week, make sure you hop in next week. I'll give you a shout out, and of course, have a great weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.